Hey guys, this is Alicia from Logos. How have you guys been? I really miss you guys and hopefully we see you guys soon, okay? Now, the reason I'm here right now is we are going to review the second core review paper, okay? Are you guys ready? Here we go. It was the first page of your core test or the review paper, right? So this is the first section and you guys have to write down the correct words below the picture. And since 6 words are given here, but only 5 pictures are shown, right? Which means 1 is extra, okay guys? Alright, so the first one will be the team. You know what the team is, right? And second one is chop, which is the verb. And third one is cheetah. And fourth one is grasshopper. And fifth one is signal. And the last one will be slither. Alright, this one is the easy part. Now we are going to read this passage. And 3 questions are following after this passage here. And I know that you guys already read this passage, and let's see how the answers go here, okay? So, the first question was, what is beaver's tail like at first? So this at first is the important part here, right? So, 처음에 tail, so how did it look like? And when they're asking that, how did it look like, you cannot say that it looked like said. So, said is not going to be the answer for sure. Now, we have to pick carefully between this fluffy and flat. Now, let's see which one is the correct answer from the passage here, okay? Beaver has a beautiful fluffy tail. Aha, here we go. So, the answer will be fluffy here. But later on, the tail became the flat, but this question is asking for at first, 처음에. So the answer will be A. Second question. What falls on beaver's tail? Falls. What does that mean? It's a verb here, right? When it comes to verb, the meaning of this word is 떨어지다. If it's a noun, it was 가을, right? So 무엇이 falls on the beaver's tail? What was it? The lake? 호수? No. The beautiful tail? No, again. So the answer will be a tree. Let's see if the tree is the correct answer from the passage. Oh, beaver was chopping down a tree, but this refers to this tree here, right? It falls on his tail. So the answer will be B. Third question. What does beaver carry across the lake? Let's see the word of lake from the passage. There we go, the lake here, right? So, beaver carries his friends across the lake. So the answer is going to be C. Now, only if you look at the passage really carefully, the finding answers are not that hard here, okay? Good job, guys. We're gonna move on. Alright, let's move on to the second passage. Now, there is a story that is related to the bugs, right? Insects. And we have to find the bug that can jump here. So, we're gonna go look for the word jump. Jump, I see here. And who can jump? The grasshopper can jump. What was the grasshopper? Do you guys remember? Yes, very good, 메뚜기. So the answer is going to be C for the first question. And the second one, who cannot fly? It's not can, it's cannot. So we have to find the bug that cannot fly. Let's find it from the passage again. So let's find the word fly. Bee and ladybug can fly, right? So butterfly can fly, of course, and ladybug can fly. So the answer is going to be the B. And who becomes butterfly with gold wings? Oh, the gold wings is going to be the keyword from this third question. Let's see where the gold wing is. I see it right here, gold wings, right? And who became to have a gold wings? Let's take a look. One day, they see a beautiful bug. It has gold wings. It's me, caterpillar. There we go. The ebole just became the butterfly with the gold wings. So the answer is going to be C. Now, we came back to the vocabulary part. So the first vocab was sundial. Good. The second one, stretch. Third one, crane. Fourth one, sweater. Fifth one, sound. Sixth one, explore. Alright, now let's see which ones are noun and which ones are verbs. 뭐가 verb고 뭐가 noun인지 we are going to check them here, okay? Sundial is the noun. Good. Stretch is going to be verb. Crane is going to be also noun. Sweater, another noun here. And sound. In this case, the sound is being used as noun here again, okay? And explorer, do you guys remember the meaning of explorer? 탐험하다, right? So it's going to be good, verb. Nice job. Alright, so another passage here. Now let's take a look of the questions first. What does will not need? So you guys have to pay attention the word not, okay? So you're looking for something that the will did not need in this passage. So let's see. He said he need sweaters, scarf, and warm hat, and he also needed a ski socks and ski suit. But where they were, the downstairs. I think this is going to be the another keyword for the next question. And he also said that take out my swimsuit and t-shirt to his sister Sarah, right? Which means that he did not this too. That's because they're not going to go to beach. They're going to go to mountain, right? Right? Okay. So the answer is going to be C here. And also, where was the ski suit? I underline it and I put the star above it, right? Downstairs is going to be the answer for the second question. And the last one will be, what can Sarah match? Who was the Sarah, by the way? It was Will's sister. And I see the answer right here. Sarah matches 7 pairs of socks, right? And you remember the use of these pairs, right? 한 쌍. Okay, good. So the answer is going to be B. Okay guys, the next passage. Let's read the first question. When do farmers pick the food they grow in their fields? So they're asking the when, 언제, okay? And do you guys remember the WH questions? This one? Yes. Let's say it aloud. What, when, where, who, why, and the 깍두기, how. And we also learned the extra one, which, right? Hopefully you guys remember them too. So, when do farmers, when was it? The fall. Earlier I said the verb for the 동사 fall is 떨어지다, right? So the tree fell on the tail, right? But in this case, this fall is being used as noun. So this B is going to be the answer. Next question. How do people feel at the Thanksgiving? So how, when, also WH questions. How, 어떤, feel, 어떤 기분? Let's take a look. It's a special time, so people are happy. So the answer is going to be C, okay? And the third one, What do people do at Thanksgiving in many cities? What do people do? 사람들은 무엇을 하나요? At Thanksgiving. What was the Thanksgiving? The 추수감사절. So at the Thanksgiving, what do they do? What do people do especially? They give thanks to each other at this time, right? But they're asking what they do here. So this also can be the answer, but the given options are some slightly different, right? So first one is march, swim, and fly. And let's see. People march, dance, and sing. They do many things, but not definitely swim or fly, right? So we're gonna cross out this B and C, and A is going to be the correct answer. Okay, guys? Alright, now we are going to move on to the grammar part. So as we are already learned, there are be verb and do verb and have verb, right? And let's see what be verbs are there. Yes, am, is, are. Great. And the important part is this is, right? When do we use is specifically? Yes, very good. He, she, it. When it's third person singular, we are using is, right? Good. Same goes for does too, and same goes for has as well. Alright, guys? Good. Now let's take a look of the first sentence. It says he is wearing a big jacket because it is his brother's. And as we can see is here, right? And the reason we are using is because the subject is he. So as we can see here, the forms of verbs can be changeable, depends on what kind of subjects we are using. And since there is ing, as I already taught you during the regular class, is be verb plus verb ing, right? 진행형. Okay, good. And second one, the answer is are. The reason that is are is because look at here, many apartment buildings. This is the plural noun. If it's plural, we use are. Okay, good. And what was the meaning for there are? Good. 있다. Okay. And next one, also another 있다, but you may be confused whether we should use is or are. In order to pick the correct one, we have to know that this spread word is not countable noun. Okay? So this is the noun that we cannot count, so we have to use is, not are. Okay. And next one, Alicia is brave and smart. Brave and smart are adjective. And what is the adjective's job? Right, my job is to teach you guys, but adjective's job is to describe the noun. 명사를 꾸며줍니다. When we describe the noun with adjective, we use the be verb as we already learned. And Alicia is she, right? And what be verb do we use? Yes, is. Good job. Alright, let's take a look of number 5. So Bentley and Daniel, how many people? 2. Yes, good. That's why we have to pick the correct form of verb that can be used with the plural noun as the subject. And now, as we are choosing the correct form, we know that we cannot use is or am or does or has, right? Because it's plural subject. So it's gonna be either are, do, or have. But let's take a look of this rest of the sentence. Curly hair and brown eyes를 가지고 있다. So we are using have, not has. If, let's assume that this Daniel is not here, and if the subject is only the Bentley, then it's gonna be he. Then this verb is going to be changed to has. Alright guys. Alright, number 6. 우주. This is the person's name and it's he. So is correct because adjective is following after. And has a good friend를 가지고 있다. So it's not have, it's has. Good. And the boys, it's plural and we can change this to they. And since it's they, we are not going to use has. So we are using have here. And 사커브를 가지고 있다. Okay? Good job, guys. Alright, now let's take a look of number 8. The puppy. The puppy is only one. So we can replace this to it. And following verb is going to be be verb because it is adjective. And since it is only one, we are going to use is. And these is a plural form. So we are going to use are, okay? And the house, we can change it to it. house는 많은 창문을 가지고 있다. So we are going to use has, not have. If we want to use have, then the house word should change it to houses. We're gonna make it to plural, okay? And next, the monkeys. It's also plural. 원숭이들은 small feet을 가지고 있다. Okay? And it has red and blue stripes를 가지고 있다. 이세 짝꿍은 it was has. Alright. Alright. Let's go to the next page and let's take a look of number 13. My dad. My dad is also we can change it to he, right? So what kind of verb can we use? It's either is going to be is or has or does, right? But it says new bikes. New bikes 이다. I don't think that makes sense, right? 우리 아빠는 new bike를 가지고 있다. Yes, this is the correct one. 우리 아빠는 does new bike를 하다. It also doesn't make sense. So the correct answer is going to be has, okay? And number 14, this is the question sentence. Teachers, you have to pay attention to this word. This is also the subject in this sentence, right? And teachers is plural noun, so we cannot use does or has or is. Then it's either going to be do, are, or have. But give is the verb which is 일반 동사, which we already learned in this class, right? 일반 동사, when we are making questions with the 일반 동사, I told you that we should bring do or does, which is called 두더지. Yes? Alright. In this case, since this is plural noun, we are going to use do. Okay. And how about here? Rachel is she, right? Singular. And clean is also the verb, but 일반 동사. So we have to use, oops, what's wrong with this? We have to use either do or does since we are making the question sentences. But Rachel is she, so we are going to use does. Does will be the correct form. Okay, guys? Alright, now it says state 5 of irregular verbs, which means 불규칙 동사. I hope you guys remember those. What was the 불규칙 동사? Something that changes randomly, right? So 불규칙 동사 never ends ed or d when we are making them into the past tense, right? So it says 5개의 불규칙 동사를 쓰고 과거형들도 쓰세요. Okay? So the first irregular verb that we learned was the run. Run, ran. This is the past. This is the present form. Second one will be eat, ate, drink, drank, do, did, read, and read. Take and took, speak and spoke. Those are the irregular one, right? How about these three? Those are the examples of the regular verbs, guys. 주칙 동사. As you see, those of them are being ended with the ed here. Okay, those are the 주칙 동사, which is called regular verbs in English. But in order to get full 3 points, you may have to write those irregular verbs correctly. Alright? I believe this section, 위벌브를 쓰시오, it was one of the easiest section in this review paper, I guess. So as we know, there are am, is, are. If we insist to write down the past tense, we also can use or write was, and were as well. But as long as you guys have am, is, are in this section, it's good to go. Okay, guys. So the first one, 수요일 was given and the answer is Wednesday, 토요일, Saturday. Usually, the meaning of this word was 주로, 자주, right? And always is 항상. Study English, 영어 공부를 하다, and 기침 is going to be cough, and 영화관 is movie theater, and airport is 공항, and see a play is 연극을 보다. This play is kind of special, right? If we are using this word in verb, the meaning of this word is 놀다. But if we're using this word as in noun, its meaning is going to be 연극. So it's going to be 연극을 보다. Drug store is 약국. Alright, this part. We have to unscramble, which means we have to rearrange those given vocabs to make a correct sentence, okay? So this how comes first. How can we know that this sentence starting with how easily? First of all, this is starting with the capital letter. I told you that always we have to use the capitalization when we are writing the first letter of a sentence. So how is gonna come first, and then how does she look like? 그녀는 어떻게 생겼니? And also this one comes first. Which one is your aunt? And next one will be when is your birthday? Okay? And the next one, what does he want to do? As you see here, those how, which, when, what. There is the family name. And I named them WH question, guys, right? Good. And next one, 하지만 comes first. So we're gonna put the but. Alright? This part could be very difficult for you guys because you guys have to translate them into English from Korean, not from English to Korean, or rearranging them. So I know this is a little tricky part, but I really hope that you guys did well on this, okay? So, but the same thing happens. The same thing is the singular, so we're gonna put the S after verb, alright? And next one, 그림자들은 정오에는 짧다. So the shadow comes first. 그림자들은 짧아요 at noon. 정오에. 로봇들은 사람들을 도와준다 first. The robots help people 많은 방법으로 in many ways. Okay? 그들은 우리를 웃게 만든다. They 만들어요 우리를 어떻게 웃게 laugh. They make us laugh. Okay? 어떻게 배들이 만들어졌을까요? 어떻게 was how. And are ships, the ships made. So I told you that this are made was the 짝꿍, okay? 만들어지다. 어떻게 만들어지나요? 배들이. Yeah, this one could be a little hard. And number 10, 이 배는 항해할 준비가 되었다. The ship is ready to sail. 뭐뭐 할 준비가 되었다. And as I already taught you, after to, the verb comes along, okay? Alright, the 11, it was a little easy one. It's heavy. 이것은 무겁다, right? And next one is Alicia는 자랑스러워하다. Only if you didn't forget the word 자랑스러워하다, proud, this one also can be easy one. Alicia is proud. I'm really proud of you guys though. And 이 세상은 도움을 주는 사람들로 가득 차 있다. We learned this phrase, right? Is full of. 도움을 주는 사람들로 helpers. 어디가? The world가. Alright? The world is full of helpers. 그들은 번갈아 가며 it was take turns, right? But 쳤다. 동사 comes along. So we're gonna use to between the turns and strike. So 그들은 take turns to strike. 번갈아 가면서 쳤다. 무엇을? The desk. And the last one will be 해야만 한다. We also learn the word have to. But this one says 그. Then this has to be changed to has, right? That's why it becomes he has to and wash dishes. Alright guys? Now the reviewing is done. I really wish you guys were here and had a class with me in person. I really miss you guys all, and when you come back, let's pray your English didn't get any worse, okay? Be healthy out there and hopefully see you guys soon. I love you all.